Hey everyone, this is Kiarra Lane, first round at the USGWA Regionals in Clare, Michigan. She is in the maroon. Girl just took her down on top, is in black. Kiarra's in maroon, going for a stand-up, gets the hand control, turns out, a lot of hips, good job. A little loss of balance, of course, but she's inside control right here, going for the snaps. Goes for a drag, drops down to the knee for a pick. That was awesome. She has head pressure right here, which is what we want, and a whizzer, though. We want a whizzer, and you can tell she's not getting that. So she pushes that head down and whizzers. We have that. Cross face to either a bundle or a near knee pick. She has that. Not able to finish it. The girl's starting to step up and turn the corner, and she does. Kiarra kind of trips down to her hip, and they go out of bounds. But luckily, the ref did not call that takedown, if you can believe it. Kiarra's at about 112 pounds for this match. She's in the university or college division. You see Deanna Frederick on the other mat here, first round, but we're trying to focus on Kiarra. Kiarra gets taken down. I apologize. The wife is going back and forth here to both matches. In Deanna's match here, she's against someone first round. I don't know where this other girl's from in the black, but Deanna's in the blue and white with the pink knee pads and kind of arm brace there. They go for a tie-up. But we're trying to focus over here, once again, on Kiarra's match. Kiarra's on bottom. We need to get to our base and get her hand control, or this girl goes right for a half just like that. Luckily, it gets called for potentially dangerous or illegal, whichever. Over to Deanna's match, in on an inside tie. And the girl's not rushing or shrugging it or anything to take it off, so Deanna's kind of controlling from there from inside, which is not too bad. The girl likes to just collar tie up, though. Look at this. That's what she does. Kiarra on bottom again. Need to get up to that base. Have to get up to that base and get hand control. She has absolutely no hand control. Looked like she was almost going to kind of grab for something like a Peterson to come up to, but she didn't. For Deanna, still doing a lot of hand fighting in here from outside. Now we're back into the collar tie again for her inside tie, as the girl will probably go for the collar tie. Not a lot of action for the first part of that first period for Deanna's match. But something will happen there. Now I'm screaming for her to tuck her shoulder. Of course she's not. She's trying to grab for the half, trying to look away for Kiarra's match, and of course that does literally nothing against a stud. That other girl was a stud. So this is the end of the first period for Deanna's match, but we're back over here for Kiarra's. Hard time keeping up here. We're trying to focus on Kiarra's match. Then I end up trying to tell the wife. Luckily I catch her in the middle here to tell her stay on one match. Now, boom. Fake for a shot, kind of like a feint, but from inside control for Kiarra in the maroon. Pink shoes. And we're nice high C attempt, nice high crotch attempt. Again, not a lot of balance for Kiarra. She's very light on her feet, so if she misses something or goes down to the mat, I'm constantly telling her not to do those kind of shots because she just doesn't have the balance yet. She's been off the mat for a long time, so she's very light on her feet and gets kind of pushed around a little bit for her position. Not in the match or her moves, but just pushed around literally. Right here now, Kiarra is up. She's getting a crossface, which of course I want, head pressure, not a crossface. This girl lets go over, though, out of bounds. They didn't keep wrestling. Because of such, the girl lost the takedown. Kiarra, on the other hand, post off a tripod on her head, was going to go for like an outside single to finish her. But she comes up, girl pushes in, and next you know, boom. She brings that single leg right on over the other side, has the arm there for the half, and loses it. Still a great reversal for Deanna, though, in her first round. That should be second period probably for her, too. A lot of high C attempts for Kiarra, but she's back down to the mat, and then this girl just circles right around, is on top, going for the crossface. Again, we don't want to go down to the mat at all. Hand control here, that's good. Now, we can stand up, we can sit out, we can Peterson from there if we have that hand control. Girl kind of going for kind of like a cradle there. I mean, she keeps going over for the crossface, and then it looked like she was going to come through the crotch there to kind of lock up the knee, but she didn't get it. Kiarra is up to her base. This is drastic improvement, but we need to be moving. She's not doing anything. She's just sitting there. She has no hand control. Look at her arms flat. Now she goes for the hand control. Had a switch right there. Nothing. That was putting your arm up is not a switch. Trying to scoot is not a switch. Jamming your arm inside with your elbow first to come inside thigh, and then willing to come up high shoulder, that's a switch. This girl's going for a chicken wing attempt to pull it in. Luckily, Kiarra's keeping her hands out front for the most part so she can't get it. And then look at this. This girl gets it. Luckily, Kiarra turns her hips away, but watch this. It's almost potentially dangerous right there, but sure enough, she brings her over. Short time in what appears to be the second period with this other girl having that chicken wing. And we need Kiarra to work on those arms to get out of that move instead of staying there. Most people will sit there, and the truth is, those that don't want to get pinned, they are working the hands to get out. It's not just about not getting pinned anymore. It's about getting out and getting back in the match. Have to get hand control on almost anything and everything. Inside tie or collar tie probably for both of them at this point, since Kiarra couldn't get that down to an inside tie. So we're in collar tie. Let's see what she does. She's in the pocket. I'm screaming hand control, and then she would have an inside tie. She brought her head up. She has a drag right there. She can go down to that near knee. There it is. Boom. The girl pushes her right over. Now, you have to think for yourself. If someone can just push you over 3 times in this match, which means you didn't just trip anymore. If you're not in great position when you come in for a shot, like to step down to that near knee pick, if you're not in a good enough position, someone bumps into you, they will step right over you, which is exactly what's happened to her all the times. Now, this girl locked her hands. So it's a free move, and I'm screaming such to reflect it. But, of course, again, no hand control. No hand control at all. No switches. Finally get a point here. And I have to be honest, I think we're in the third period, but I'm not positive. This girl steps over, which is really good. We like to get in the practice of doing that, too, once broken down, especially with our rotor breakdown. So we should be doing that to her, and we should be on top. But she's doing really good for what she needs to be doing there. All the pressure is on Kiarra. We need to get the hand control and then step up. We need to get the hand control and sit out. We need to get the hand control and switch. Step out, knee slides, whatever we can do to get away from that opponent and get that weight off our back. Some people would say, get that monkey off your back. You know, metaphorically speaking, of course. But she's moving a little bit, but her hands go right down to the mat. She's not grabbing hand control. She's not demanding that hand control. She grabs the leg, but it's not really a move just to turn to face. I mean, and a lot of people will use it to their advantage. What you have to do is proper escapes and reversals to get out of here. I'm sure she's probably exhausted in this match, but she has to get up to that base. She has to fight to get out. She has to get hand control, and those are just the rules. You cannot sit down there and stall. Whether you're no good or not, you have to improve your position. Even on top, she could get called for stalling at any time, too. This would be the end of her match here.